How's it going, guys? My name is Zach with the Movie Castle, and today we're going to be taking a look at some of my Vinegar Syndrome movies. Today I have 3 movies to show you guys, and they're all Blu-ray DVD combo packs. These are some really cool movies, and I'm really glad to have them. So we're going to start off with a slasher movie from 1981 directed by James Bryan. This is Don't Go in the Woods ... Alone, although technically it's just Don't Go in the Woods. The Alone is added to the poster, but if you look on the back, it's just Don't Go in the Woods, even though it's on the top and it's on the spine there. Speaking of the spine, all Vinegar Syndrome movies have the Vinegar Syndrome lady in either black silhouette or white silhouette, depending on what contrasts more with the spine. And then a number, VS for Vinegar Syndrome, a dash to separate, and then a number, 069. So this is Vinegar Syndrome film number 69. Alright. And that makes it a really early Vinegar Syndrome movie, actually. They're on the late 200s now, I believe. And if we open it up, you can see no reversible cover art, and the DVD and the Blu-ray's disc art are exactly the same, and the only way to tell the difference is the little Blu-ray symbol right there. This would obviously change in later releases, but early ones, no reversible cover art, no different disc art. But anyway, this is a hyper low budget slasher, and it's really fun. It's one of those kind of like The Prey, where it's pretty much in the woods the whole time. I mean, like Friday the 13th was in the woods, but you still got the sets for the cabins and like the lake and stuff. But this being hyper low budget, it's almost entirely in the woods. You do get out of the woods a little bit, and you get things like the killer's shack at the end. But overall, this is one of those movies where it's pretty much the woods the whole time. You get this group of campers who are going hiking and camping, and they unfortunately stumble across a path of this man living in the woods who is a crazy killer, the kind of guy you don't want to run into. He's cool, he's got a big box he carries around, and this is a really fun, hyper low budget movie. Now, this isn't going to be like, if you're not a slasher fan, this isn't going to be the movie that wins you over. But if you are a slasher fan and you like low budget charm, I would definitely recommend Don't Go in the Woods Alone. A really low budget slasher movie, and if that's your alley, then this is a good movie. And this is also one of the things I really want to congratulate Vinegar Syndrome for, because this is a movie that probably could have gotten lost and forgotten, and they gave it a good Blu-ray DVD release, and I kind of, I really have to thank that, fighting these movies being forgotten and giving obscure stuff new good DVD releases and Blu-ray releases. I have to really appreciate that, Up next, one of their more famous movies that they released, Jack Frost here. This is about a killer named Jack Frost. On his way to his execution, his prison transport van crashes into a chemical transport truck. He gets sprayed by chemicals and melts into the snow and becomes living snow, which he forms into a snowman and continues his killing spree. There's actually another movie about a guy who got turned into a snowman, also called Jack Frost, but that was a family-friendly movie. And if you flip it over to the back, if you want the horror movie, 1996 is when this one came out, directed by Michael Cooney. So look for that if you're looking for the horror version. But yeah, this one, really fun, cheesy movie. Really cheesy as far as the effects, the special effects go. It is the most full moon movie that wasn't actually released by Full Moon. So if you like full moon stuff, definitely check this out. If we open it up, you see they now have reversible cover art, as well as the DVD and the Blu-ray having different art. The Blu-ray has the A cover art, which is the spooky face of the snowman, which is more of the movie's traditional poster. Even though he never actually looks that spooky, is really what the poster did. And it's the same thing as a poster, but in a hand-drawn looking style there. And since they're clear, if I just pop this off, there's the B cover with a more movie accurate but friendlier looking snowman that's on this disc over here. So that's the B cover, and there's the A cover. And I think earlier copies of this movie, if you're lucky enough to pick one of those up, actually had a slipcase with a motion linchal cover that would change between the A and the B cover, so you could be like normal snowman, spooky snowman, and switch them back and forth, and that was fun. I wish I was able to pick up one of those copies, because that looked really cool. But anyway, this is Vinegar Syndrome Spine VS 146. Up next, we have another slasher movie. This one is called Slaughterhouse. Slaughterhouse, you get this guy, Lester Bacon, and his son, Buddy Bacon, who run a hog slaughtering house. And unfortunately for them, their business goes out of business. And Buddy Bacon, he finds some people messing with his hogs, and he kills those two teenagers. And his father says, hey, if you're going to be killing people, let's kill the people who we think are responsible for ruining our business. And of course, more teenagers get into the mix. A group of these kids decides to sneak into the seemingly abandoned slaughterhouse and shoot a movie called Slaughterhouse. And it shows them shooting, but oh man, that movie they're making is weird. I have no idea what it's about. But you see the killer here, Buddy Bacon. He's got a chain necklace with a pigtail on it, and he's got his big axe, and it's like a cleaver with a big long handle, and it's really cool. This is like stuff on the handle too, but a really cool killer design. This movie was almost gonna get a sequel, and then just never happened, and I really wish it did. This is one of the more underrated slashers. It was really fun. I saw this at my used movie store a bit ago, and it took me a while to pick it up because I thought it would just be another Texas Chainsaw clone with another big guy in it. And I thought, okay, whatever. But this movie, even though it definitely has Texas Chainsaw influence in it, it definitely tries to do its own thing, and it also has a lot of fun. This movie's full of a lot of heart, and you can tell from it that these are just a bunch of people that wanted to shoot a fun horror movie, and that's exactly what they're doing. It's a really fun movie, and I definitely recommend it to slasher fans. Slaughterhouse, flip it over to the back, 1987, directed by Rick Rosler, and Buddy Bacon is played by Joe B. Barton. And if we open it up, there's the DVD and there's the Blu-ray. Now this does have an A and a B cover, but for some reason this one, the A and the B cover are actually very similar to one another. If I take this off, you can see the B cover there. So the A cover, Slaughterhouse, is on the top, and then the tagline, Buddy has an axe to grind, a big axe, is on the bottom and in red. But if we look at the B cover, it's on the top and in white, and the title of the movie is on the bottom. I think this was how the original poster was, and this is just a better layout for Blu-ray maybe. But it's really odd that they have a reversible cover, but it's literally the same image and just moving where the text was. I mean, the spine is even the same. So it's a weird choice, but I mean, I'll take it. I'd rather have a reversible cover than none. So that is Slaughterhouse. This is a little later. This is spine number VS 155. I think Vinegar Syndrome's in like the late 200s now, so they've made a lot more. This is just 3 out of about 300 movies they've done. But anyway, a lot of those are more obscure movies, and I really have to hand it to Vinegar Syndrome for putting out some more of the obscure stuff, and that's really what I like about them, the fact that they'll put out more of these unknown movies. And you know, you pick up a Vinegar Syndrome movie, the chance is that you're not going to be able to get that movie anywhere else. And I really appreciate the company for that. I Really love these movies, and I have some more, so I'll try to get to volume 2 of this whenever I can. Anyway, before I go, I'd like to thank everyone who's liked and subscribed. You really help out this channel, and I hope you all have a really good day. I'll see you again next time.